Welcome, 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 man. Okay, so I had cut the air off or whatever because I wanted to be able to talk to y'all with y'all. Well, I guess with y'all being able to hear me correctly, but I had to turn that air back on. That shit was just too fucking hot in here. I'm just gonna have to talk up a little bit because my mic, I gotta get some more batteries or whatever for that. But anyways, this video today is basically about how hard it is for women to make friends. Okay, now obviously it's hard for men to make friends too, but this is not that type of video. I'm only talking about women because I'm a woman. So I'm speaking from experience or whatever. My bad, y'all, I was looking at my phone. But yeah, making friends with other females is hard. Reason being, I'm gonna tell you why for straight women and why for lesbians and bisexual women and stuff like that. Okay, it's hard to make friends with women when you're straight because there's other straight women that may look at you as competition. They might feel like a certain way that you're dressing, they want to dress like that, and they might tell you that that outfit is ugly, blase blase, only because it's something that they're not wearing. Or they might talk about your hair simply because their hair does not look like yours. It's not the same color as yours, it's not the same style as yours, so now they're picking on your freaking hair. Women do this a lot. Also, it might not even be about looks. It could be about you just got a new job, and you know the next woman that you see or whatever, no, your friend or whatever, quote unquote, she sees that you just got a new job. So now she's just like, oh well, you know, that's good. I mean, I heard they ain't paying that much. Certain things like that is like slick hate. Like, there's ways to say things. She could have just been like, well, you know, I'm happy that you got this new job. You might want to keep your options open because there are like other jobs, you know, out there that I know that you could qualify for, and they pay a lot more, you know, and it could put you in a better situation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're looking out for them instead of just being like, oh, well, congrats, but I mean, they don't pay that great. You know. Might not even be, what's another situation? Might not even be that. Okay, say you got a boyfriend, right? Your boyfriend's hella attractive, right? Your friend could come over, see your boyfriend, right? You and your boyfriend having date night, blase blase. You want to introduce your friend to your boyfriend because, you know, girls do that. You want to introduce your friend to your boyfriend. You're introducing the boyfriend to the friend or whatever, and then the friend decides to wear something super small, something that's gonna show her legs off, something that might show some cleavage, you know, all types of things, and kind of be overly flirtatious. I've seen things like this happen, so yeah. I would say in that situation, then sometimes they actually end up sleeping with the guy behind your back. So yeah, those are reasons why it's hard for straight people. Now, for lesbians and bisexual girls, okay, for us it's hard to make friends, you know, with females because every female that you talk to, when you tell them your sexual orientation or whatever, they automatically assume you like them. It's either they assume you like them, like they'll be like, oh, well, thanks, but I'm not really into girls like you insisted on being with them or something. Or like they want to preach to you about why it's not right. So yeah. And also then you have the ones that tell you, well, that kind of come on to you even though you're not into them. They just assume because you have a vagina that you want them. You know, you have a vagina, they have a vagina. You obviously just want to eat every female's vagina because you're a lesbian. That's what they assume. Yeah. Even though you might not even find them attractive at all. Like, at all. But, and then you have the curious girls. The ones that are like, well, I would never personally do anything with a girl, but you go to their house, right? You go to their house and all of a sudden they want to be a little bit too close on you. They start doing things that's questionable, you know, and then you know, you end up sleeping with them or whatever. Been in situations like that. Okay. Now, as far as making friends with men. Making friends with men and you're a straight woman. It's hard. Well, I have male friends, but I would say it's hard because you don't know, you know, when you're a straight woman, you don't know if he's really there to be your friend or whatnot, because of the simple fact of he might just be like, okay, well, I know she like men, so I'm gonna just play that role or whatever. I'm gonna play the role of the friend or whatever until eventually she wants to sleep with me or wants me to be her new boyfriend or whatever. You know, they start thinking other things than where your mind is at. Same thing with being a lesbian though. Being a lesbian, it just goes a little bit differently. The difference between how they approach you when you're a lesbian is they play the part of acceptance. They accept you, so-called, quote unquote. They accept you being a lesbian. So they start to talk to you about other girls just to kind of get some type of freaky conversation going, seems like. Or they start to ask you questions like, well, I know that you're gay, but do you think that if you met the right man, you would talk to him? Or they ask you stuff like, I know that you're a lesbian, but maybe years down the line, you know, certain things is just like they kind of try to choose what to say a little bit better than when you're straight. When you're straight, they're just like, hey, I want to talk to you, I like you, blase blase. When you're a lesbian, they beat around the bush a little bit longer. But you know, like in your mind, we know that you're beating around the bush just so you can do something. Or they try to catch you slipping, you know, when you're either mad, you're sad, or whatever. This still goes back to being straight also. Being straight, bisexual, lesbian, all of that. When you're sad, that's the time when they all of a sudden are big brother and they want to be there for you and come to your house and somehow make it better, when they can make it better on the phone. They can talk to you on the phone about your problems. But instead, they would rather come over or try to choose to come over at night, which I do not play about that. That night stuff, especially late night. If you my friend, you my homeboy, and you hit me up late night talking about, oh, well, I was wondering, like, could I come over? I'm going through some stuff. Or if they know I'm going through some stuff and they like, hey, I was wondering if I could come over. Not late night, you're not. I mean, I feel like anything that we got to talk about, we can talk about in the daytime. Or you can text me about it. Or you can call me for a few minutes about it. But as far as that coming over at night, I just feel like nothing good comes from somebody coming over at night. Doesn't matter how gay you are, how I guess celibate you are, or whatever you're trying to do. If you invite anybody over late night, female, male, well, I'll say this, if it's a female and you're a straight female, then possibly nothing to happen. But still, late night is always in my mind, that's like times when people have sex. I don't understand what could be that important for you to come over that late at night. Plus, I mean, I got a kid, so yeah. I mean, you're not finna come over here. But yeah, like, it's just hard in general to make friends. And I would say this, like, especially being an adult, because people have to work, people, you know, have school, people are in the military, people are married, you know, people have kids. I don't know if I said that already, but yeah, like, people have other responsibilities. So all in all, it's hard to make friends, but I was just giving you examples on why it's harder for women, because it's just like, to me, I feel like it's harder for women than it is for men, because I think there's more women that are willing to sit down and just be your friend. Now, we do got some thought pockets. We do. We got some thoughts out there that's just, you know, sleeping with everybody, doing it all. We get that. We ain't talking about them right now. We just talking about the women that respect themselves. It's harder for us. Especially if any of your friends know that you celibate. If they know that you celibate, bitch, they finna try to do whatever they gotta do to get in your damn drawers. And that's just that. They gonna try to take your ass out to eat. They probably gonna try to take your ass, you know, to a fucking, some type of movie or something romantic. They're gonna, I mean, they just gonna try to wiggle their little way in there. And they gonna try to be that person that they think that you want them to be. Even if, like I said, even if you're gay, they still gonna try to conjure up some type of perfect guy. Or, you know, it's just, same thing with girls though. Girls, I've been in situations where girls have done it also, where they're just like, well, I understand that you're with somebody, but, you know, you could have better, blah, 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 this, and that. It doesn't happen as often with girls as it does with guys, because I feel like guys are a little bit more pushy. Girls are a little bit more standoffish, so they just try to kind of, I guess, watch to see. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. I tried to give y'all as many examples as I could about why it's hard for women in general to make friends with either sexes. I hope y'all like this video. I hope y'all having a great Friday. I love y'all so much. And yeah, what's some gossip that's going on, because I need something to talk about next week. But yeah, I love y'all so much. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And for all the people that already subscribed, they liked everything, thank you so much. I love all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers, all my future subscribers. Just thank you so much. I love y'all.